Hey, what's going on, people? It's your boy Brown Baldy here, coming in yet again with another reaction of Death Battle. This time, it is between Doomslayer and Master Chief. That's very interesting. I'll admit that I don't know too much about Doomslayer. Like I said, Doom is a game that I've always known about. I actually like the movie with The Rock and Carl Urban. It's a really good movie. But I've only played very few times in my life. Halo, on the other hand, is a whole different story. Halo, I don't even know what to even say at this point. Halo was practically the beginning of everything that we have now. Some could argue it was Call of Duty, and to a certain degree it was. But I would say, no, Halo would be the beginning. You know, COD would be more the revolutionized. My point is, Halo is a game that I've played. I know who Master Chief is. Great character, great game, the beginning of a lot of things. Like, kids today will never know what it was like as myself, not to mention millions of others. And, well, it depends on the point of my life, but I guess I can only speak for my generation. If I remember correctly, it was either my late middle school years or my very early high school years. And basically, long story short, it was a whole game changer. The weapons, the gameplay, the story, the advent of online playing and going up against other players, it all started with Halo. Call of Duty revolutionized it, took it to a whole new level. But yeah, Doom, however, is older actually. It started off in those old, I forgot what platform it first came out on. I would say Nintendo, but I could be wrong. For those of you who know, just correct me in the comment section. But yeah, like the first game of Doom, literally, you know, what's it called? It's like those, it was kind of like playing Mario. I mean, you know, you weren't hopping around. It was first person, you know, with a weapon. But the graphics were like, you know, those little digital squares and whatever. And you're going around corner killing monsters and stuff with your gun. And it got better as the years progressed. But besides that, I don't know too much about it, believe it or not. I'm not familiar with the character. I do know that the character is very strong, like our guy Master Chief. But yeah, I'm gonna be biased and go with Master Chief. However, I do think that maybe Doomslayer would win because Master Chief has achieved so much. But you're going up against an alien threat. And so is Doomslayer to a certain degree, but no, it's more like alien demonic. It just happens to be in space and in Mars, etc. But it's demonic as far as I know. And so I feel like the creatures and the stakes are a little bit more higher for Doomslayer. But I'm gonna stand by my boy Master Chief, because that's what I grew up with. That's what I know. And so yeah, let's leave it at that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. Real quick, before we begin, as usual, if you're here, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new, please do me a favor. If you like my content, please give me a like and subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Help out your bro. Keep this community growing, slowly but surely. For those of you that are already here and subscribed, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. Harikad. The more people keep tuning in, the more I will make and the better I will be. With that being said, let's get on with the video. And right here, this came out it came out today, not so long ago. So yeah, let's click it here. Death Battle, Master Chief versus Doomslayer. Halo versus Doom. So, boom. Oh, damn, that looks badass. Yo, Doomslayer looks a little bigger than Master Chief.
Master Chief versus Doomslayer.
The super soldier and the demon destroyer of Doom. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Born in the distant year of 2511, John grew up in a normal space colony many light years from Earth. However, John was anything but normal.
He was different from the other boys. Taller, stronger,
Damn.
meaner.
Which is why the brilliant Dr. Halsey chose him for her great experiment, the Spartan 2 program.
Well,
Spartan.
he wasn't just chosen, he was kidnapped. Replaced by a dying clone so nobody would know.
Newly conscripted into the United Nations Space Command as John 117, he was only 6 years old.
He wasn't the only one. Him and 74 other kids got shoved into the deadliest summer camp ever, going through intense training to be molded into child soldiers. Because you can't spell
he's 50 years old.
Infant shoved into the deadliest.
Full name: Master Chief, Petty Officer John 117, Spartan 117. Dude, he had like the most sexiest voice ever. No homo, but just saying. Age 49, 6'10", yo. He's almost 7 feet tall. He's he's 7'2" when he's fully armored, obviously, right? Born March 7, 2511, homeworld, Eridanus 2. Physical augmentation, super soldier, chronically extremely lucky. Cannon Collie, extremely lucky. Likes, combat weapon, Miranda Johnson. Esperanza. Dislikes, Death Attack, The Flood. That's a good one. Good one. I like that.
The mission.
And boy, was he
Perfect
good at
soldier.
it. Learning all sorts of military history, tactics, leadership, and best of all, weapons.
And years
Nice.
later, he was finally prepared for the augmentation process that would make him superhuman. Augmentation which almost half of his peers did not survive.
If I remember correctly, they might get into this, but I believe that the reason he was augmented and made super soldier along with other people is for the purposes of a coup. I think because if I remember correctly, it's been a while. They might get into it, so I might have to explain it. But just in case they don't explain it, if I remember correctly, there was a coup being planned out, and the super soldiers were the key to winning this war, this civil war between humanity and itself. Because humanity at this point had expanded and colonized a few other planets. At some point, they went too far, and they how do you call it? They invoked the Covenant. Which actually was a bad thing, because I remember correctly, the Covenant is a bunch of aliens all into one. There might be some things that are missing, but my point is that obviously once a whole alien race came in, tried to conquer the humans, destroy them, etc., then the Civil War just pretty much went out the window. And then the super soldiers, the Spartans, ended up becoming, very important in the fight against the Covenant. But yeah, these kids weren't, they weren't made for noble reasons. They just happened to be a key factor in the war against, the aliens and the Covenant and stuff like that. So yeah, just in case they don't bring it up, they might though. So maybe I should just shut up.
And even more were left permanently disfigured.
Hey, he's got this. How bad could it be?
The biochemical and biomechanical process was extraordinary. Hormones and protein complexes boosted his muscle growth to an inhuman scale.
Damn.
His senses were surgically enhanced by rewiring his brain and capillaries. Carbide ceramic was grafted to his skeleton to make his bones nearly unbreakable.
Damn.
His nervous system was literally shocked into reacting 300% faster at all times.
Wow.
And with a little luck, John was torn apart and rebuilt as something new.
A Spartan! Time to fight some crazy aliens!
And he has the gear to take on a whole army by himself.
Oh yeah, the M85C assault rifle can fire 650 rounds in a minute. The M6R is nicknamed the Spartan Laser for a reason.
Nice.
And can blow up tanks with a single beam of light. He's got a launcher with a lock-on feature, and if you're as lucky as John, a jumping feature. Oh, don't get me started on that beautiful pistol.
Yes!
Good times.
Plus, he's picked up a number of
That
enemy
one.
weapons over the years.
Oh, yeah.
The Covenant's charging plasma pistol, homing needler, and
The homing
sneaky
needler.
plasma grenades add whole new strategies to Master Chief's combat style.
Like there were some few weapons from the Forerunners that were real cool. Like that bazooka was great. Like I said, I feel like there's too many weapons. You know what? I'm gonna shut up. I don't even know what to say. They're great weapons. I just wasn't too impressed by them. Besides that, they were just really cool to use. Again.
The weapons from the Banished basically shoot big, scary spikes at people. Kind of hardcore.
Unless he finds the energy sword or gravity hammer.
Oh
first,
yes, the gravity
then he's
hammer, my
gonna
favorite.
Jump in swinging. Come on,
I prefer the hammer over the
everyone
sword.
goes for the sword.
Out of the 135 plus weapons he's carried, the tech of the Forerunners may be his most impressive find.
You see?
Ionized particle weapons, slip space portal generators, and shields made of extremely durable hard light.
Ooh, I guess it helps that he's wearing armor so badass it's named after Thor's hammer, Mjolnir. Well, the Mjolnir armor improves his strength and speed even more.
Oh.
Has energy shields to block incoming fire and fill.
Artificial intelligence. Oh, Cortana, my baby. That's my AI waifu. Assault timer, cool. Nice.
His wounds with medical biofoam. He's got a grappling hook, cause who doesn't? And thrusters so he can fly. Well, kind of.
Spartans in armor have dodged laser fire from the Type 50 beam rifle, and Master Chief has pushed himself to run 66 miles per hour, matching the top speed of a cheetah.
And he's strong enough to flip the 66-ton scorpion
Oh, that's
tank,
right.
And even an elephant. I'm talking about that behemoth of a mega truck that moves like 2 miles an hour.
Ha, for real.
Even the game wonders how Chief can flip that 200-ton beast.
He can access other equipment with the Mjolnir armor, like invisibility, speed boosts, extra shields, and even 10 seconds of total invincibility. But even without those, the armor is strong enough to survive re-entering the Earth's atmosphere and crashing to the ground.
The moment we all realized just how tough this guy really is. Tough enough to end the war with the alien covenant almost single-handedly. He was so scary, the aliens even started calling him the Demon.
You'd
Oh,
think he
for
wouldn't
real.
still be a petty
Yes.
officer after that. If anyone deserves the raise,
No
it's him.
lie. Like that's how infamous and just feared Master Chief became amongst the Covenant. They literally call him the Demon. They literally made like a whole. Well, they didn't make it, but my point is that my other favorite character would be the Arbiter. The aliens are right now. They're part of a race of aliens called the Elites. There's also the Brutes, where they're more like primate gorilla-like. There's the Grunts, stupid little things that kind of run away after they shoot at you. The Jackals, I believe they use shields. They're very annoying. I think there's more, but I forgot. No, that's pretty much it. I know at some point there's a very, very messed up fungus-like infection or another race of parasitic type. They're called the Flood. Real cool name if you think about it. I think they're like fungus type, kind of like The Last of Us, but more intergalactic kind of stuff. But either way, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Master Chief Petty Officer is the highest rank for enlisted recruits. A commissioned officer isn't as active in the field. Kind of defeats the whole point of being a super soldier,
For
right?
real.
Makes sense. And he wasn't totally alone in this.
Oh,
He
my
had the help
baby. Love seeing her like that.
of an onboard artificial intelligence system based on the mind of Dr. Halsey herself, Cortana.
God, everything comes with AI these days.
For real.
This one's different, though. Or, wait, maybe not.
God, I love the
Anyway,
way she looked right there. Look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that pretty face, yo. They're for real, exactly.
horny for Alexa.
Cortana can hack other AIs, even those designed by far more advanced civilizations. She is constantly tracking enemies, can guide large
Yeah,
scale
I'm
battles,
sorry.
and even
Like
process-
besides being beautiful, eye candy, and all that kind of good stuff, she was infamitable. Like, you know, she was basically like, don't get me wrong, nothing against Master Chief, but the odds he was facing, he would never be able to get through if it wasn't for her. So shout out to Cortana, my baby. Because like I said, you know, she was able to hack into it. She was able to direct you, warn you. Like, her help, like, you couldn't have made it without her. I know at some point she starts failing or something like that. It's been a while, but yeah, I do miss her.
the entirety of human knowledge in less than 2 hours. ChatGPT could never.
I mean,
So for real.
Chief isn't too...
Cortana proved herself a dear friend, even when she started her villain arc and exploded. But it's okay, he just got a new one.
Kind of ironic how the artificial chick based on the woman who destroyed his life would bring back his sense of humanity.
How dare they put clothes on her when I saw right there? How dare they try to shame my girl like that?
You can be damned sure he'll finish it.
I love that scene. That scene right now before it ended, like it was like a scene. I think it was like the end of Halo 2. He's like in the ship back to like the battle and whatever, and they're like it's like an enemy ship. So when it's going in there, the humans are like, oh, prepare to like blow it up. So he gets in the comms and he goes like, this is Spartan 117. There's only one copy, and then like so like, oh, isolate that signal. The commander, and he's like, Chief, you want to tell me what you're doing in that ship? And he's all like, sir, finishing this fight. I'm like, oh, and it just ends like that. Dude, Master Chief's a shit. Just saying. Why? Fast forward.
2 dark moons circle the red planet of Mars. Phobos, named for the Greek god of fear, and Deimos, inspired by the god of dread.
Cool.
Sounds like the perfect place for portals to the burning abyss.
As demons swarm the Martian moon of Phobos, only one man survived to tell the tale.
Yo.
And push the demons back to the pits of hell.
He was a space marine until he refused an order to fire on civilians. He was an engineer until his base was overrun by demons. He owned a cute pet rabbit named Daisy until those demons murdered her, pissing him off so much even the Hulk would be jealous.
This impossible man was known as, well, nobody really knows. He's a mystery, a symbol of both death and hope. So we just call him
Doom Guy! Oh yeah! There's a reason why my leg is the same super
Oh,
shot.
nice.
He's got Doom Guy! Oh, he's so freaking cool! He scrounged up a
see
slew
that?
of weapons from who knows
Classic.
where and got down to some good old-fashioned running and gunning.
rifles, shotguns, flamethrowers, plasma guns, rocket launchers, chainsaws, and a frankly terrifying-looking grappling hook.
The
Nice.
Unmaker is a celestial super gun, shooting beams of light that take down demons in one
Super shotgun, meat hook. Damn. See, pistol, charge blast, infinite ammo. Damn. UAC shotgun, explosive shot, charge burst. Damn. Unmaker, dude. The Unmaker fires 3 piercing lasers, specially designed to destroy demons. Damn. The Unmaker is that like? Okay, I feel like it's a little lazy, but whatever. Fires tri-directional bolts of argent energy. Rivals the BFG in power. Explosives, frags, grenades, ice bomb, siphon grenade, melee weapons, chainsaw, crucible, sentinel hammer. Boom.
shot.
Only rivaled by the incredible feat of technology that is the BFG 9000.
Oh, hell yeah.
Don't sugarcoat it, Wiz. That's the big fucking...
Exactly.
A single plasma shot from this beauty can annihilate everything in front of Doom Guy instantly.
Damn.
It's like a handheld mini atom bomb launcher. It's also the power source for the BFG 10,000, a massive weapons platform that blasted a hole through Mars.
And so, Doom Guy discovered his life's mission, to kill every demon, ever. No, really, he is absolutely obsessed with slaughtering demons.
Damn.
Like an addict.
And look at him go! Oh yeah, that's
A noble
addictive.
calling.
He killed demons on Phobos. He killed demons on Deimos. He killed demons on Earth. He even killed demons in hell.
The sheer scale of demonic violence changed
Yo.
him, breaking him down into a living weapon.
Good thing he got some time to himself to grind some rails, chill with Isabel, and visit the faraway world of Argent.
Okay, so basically, like Master Chief, reputation precedes him. I have my doubts. Like I said, I'm gonna stand behind my boy because I love him, but I'm leaning more towards perhaps Doomslayer might win. I feel like the odds that he's faced, the fact that they're demons, it's a little bit more dangerous. I don't know. Let's see what happens, but I'm definitely along for the ride.
Well, for all of about 10 seconds before he was thrown into a coliseum.
Oops.
Naturally, he was the best fighter there. He even joined in training
Yeah, obviously he was the best fighter. They're like, really?
with the Night Sentinels, an elite fighting force.
And then hell showed up on that planet too.
Man, my guy really can't catch a break.
They're for real, right?
While most people would be terrified of demons showing up to murder them, something had shifted. Doom Guy wasn't scared of the demons. The demons were scared of him. Hellwalker, they called him.
Obviously.
The beast, the unchained predator. But his time...
Obviously, dude, like, at some point, you're like, you know what? I'm surprised the demons are still going at it, man. You know, if one person is capable of turning the tide the way he did, I'd be like, boss, sir, your lordship, maybe we shouldn't do this no more. Maybe we should wait to at least till the Demon Slayer the Doomslayer dies. I'm just saying.
The Night Sentinels solidified a new moniker, one that would strike terror throughout the Dark Realm, Doom Slayer.
Imagine being those demons, excited to invade a whole new world far away from that helmeted freak who killed you last time, just to stumble onto him all over again. I'd be scared too.
Oh, wow.
The Slayer is like a fusion dance of Jason Voorhees and the goddamn Terminator.
Hey.
He's always coming up with new ways to kill demons.
Yo.
But my fave is the blazing sword called the Crucible.
The Crucible is powered by Argent energy, sort of like a fuel for hell. Completely charged, it can power all of Earth for up to 8 months. Granted, much of Earth had been decimated at that point,
Damn.
but it's future technology, so it probably evens out. By taking the average annual consumption of Earth and narrowing it down to 2/3, given the 8 months time, thereby multiplying it by 0.666, how fitting, we can conclude that the Crucible's full charge outputs over 53 quadrillion joules of energy,
Damn.
giving an output of approximately 157 trillion kilowatt hours.
Yeah, big number. That's nice. But the Slayer just uses the Crucible to blow shit
Nice.
up. Even without it, he can fight specters, which are totally invisible to most people. He's strong enough to knock around these enormous steel blocks like nothing, and can even take down titans with his bare hands. Titans that can be 1,000 feet tall.
Oh,
Is this guy
damn.
even human?
Those on Earth might not think so. He's not just a hero of the people. Some believe he's more.
Like a religion. Like a god.
Well, hang on. We know he's human because we know his ancestry. Doomguy is the great-grandson of B.J. Blazkowicz from the Wolfenstein games, which means Doomguy's father is the one and only Commander Keen.
I don't know. That just makes him even more
Whoa, I did not know that. Wolfenstein. I played Wolfenstein before too. And that's a hell of a game as well. Wow. Hey man, I am very ignorant here, man. I've been too ignorant about this whole thing.
mysterious.
Regardless, the Slayer has plenty of upgrades, power-ups, and rune enhancements that make him seem superhuman, like speeding up his perception of time, turning partially invisible, or even becoming completely invulnerable for 30 seconds. But don't get it wrong, the Slayer is not invincible. While his rage makes him an unstoppable force of fury, it consumes him. He's less a precise weapon and more like setting loose a bull in a china shop. If the bull was also strapped to 8 swinging wrecking balls and a rocket-powered steamroller.
The Praetor suit may be an ancient relic, but it's also the most advanced set of armor in the universe and totally indestructible. Oh, and Assassin's Creed guy wishes he had a wrist knife as epic as the Doom
Over
Blade.
rare.
Back in his Doom
Dude,
days,
yeah.
he relied on mega armor that could half all damage. Now, his Praetor suit can withstand Argent Plasma, the same energy that powers the Crucible.
I'd rather have
He
that
can
big
even
ass knife
take
in the side.
actual
Don't get me wrong, I
meteors.
love
Or he'll just dodge
AC.
the meteors, because he's fast enough to outrun rockets from a rocket launcher.
He also has some help in the form of Vega, an AI he found.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love AC. I love the wrist blade. You know, cool assassin. But that blade right there. The only other one that I would say is probably just not because it's better, but because nostalgia would be the Predator blade. You know, those 2 gauntlet blades. Oh.
To overseeing mining operations on Mars. While Vega was not originally designed for combat scenarios, it is proficient in hacking and technical know-how. Vega can even create portals to alternate dimensions, including Hell itself.
It's like
Oh, so he has his
pizza
own
delivery,
AI,
but for
Vega.
demons. Of course, that just makes it easier for Doomslayer to chainsaw them all in half.
And time works differently in Hell. The Slayer may technically be human, but his rage evolved him, turning him into something more.
And then he was literally blessed with immortality. Yeah, he can still technically die, but he no longer ages. So he's been killing demons for dozens, no hundreds, no thousands of years.
Oh wow.
However, it turns out the Slayer was all part of a grander story. For Vega was actually the remnant of an ancient god.
God is an AI? Okay, the inevitable robot takeover is gonna go way harder than I thought.
And Vega's ultimate
Yo.
enemy was the Dark Lord of Hell. He has many names: Davoth, Satan, the Devil, the true first being who created all of existence.
But he's the master of all demons, the most demon-y demon of demons. And we all know what the Slayer does to demons. Say it with me now. Rip and tear.
They look alike.
Oh yeah!
Wait, why does the devil look like the Doomslayer?
Oh, I think he wanted to take a form known for pure destruction. You see, Doom is in many ways a surreal postmodern story that is up to the player's interpretation.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, killing evil wannabe Doom guy in a mech suit from hell is just badass.
The Doomslayer had fulfilled his purpose. He'd slain the Dark Lord, decimated demonkind, and trapped whatever scraps remained behind the closed gates of hell. And so, like an ancient weapon of prophecy, the Slayer was sealed away, ready to awaken at humanity's call when the fires open again.
All hail
Dude,
the Slayer,
looks badass.
the Destroyer. He is more than a man. He is Doom.
Damn, that's sick.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Yes.
It's time for a death battle.
Let's do this, man.
I'm not detecting enemy forces. Perhaps they left?
You tell me.
For real.
You sure demand a lot from a girl. Wait. Around the corner. Be ready.
Enemy located. Combat will likely be necessary.
Well, isn't he astute?
Oh, damn.
Alert. Portal detected.
Oh, nice. Remember the grenade launcher? Oh, nice.
Who brings a chainsaw to a gunfight?
The Doomslayer. That's who. Whoa. Oh, nice.
Chief, watch your six!
Ho ho! So basically, like, is Doomslayer like more bigger than Master Chief? Damn, that guy really is a beast, yo. He looks bigger in the animation. I don't know if that's a mistake or something. I thought Master Chief would be a little taller, at the very least, and bigger. Like, not by too much, but you know, but whatever.
You are surrounded.
Oh damn, it looks badass. Okay, so they're around the same size. Not, I guess maybe it was just. I guess it's the design of Doomslayer's armor. I guess because he looks more bulky and muscular, he can seem more gorilla-like. But and Master Chief is a little bit more geared up, so you can't really tell the difference. But now that you put them side by side, they're around the same size. If anything, Master Chief is a little bigger, just a tiny bit. Nice. Ha ha.
What the hell just happened?
We ain't friends.
I'll see what I can do about that annoying AI.
Do it. I'll finish this fight.
Nice.
I can no longer detect the enemy. Systems complete.
Oh damn, he's got a Predator plasma blaster. Cool. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Yo! Poor that poor mouse did, seriously.
Chief, still with me?
Oh, those nice. Oh, My boy! Oh, no, no, no! Oh, man! I had a feeling.
And lo, our avenging angel has triumphed, for he is doomed. Amen.
There's a lot going on here, so let's break this down, starting with physical stats. Being a genetically enhanced super soldier, you'd probably expect the Master Chief to take the edge here.
Wrong!
No.
Chief can outrun a cheetah moving 66 miles per hour. The Slayer can outrun a rocket zooming almost 8 times faster.
Master Chief can flip the 200-ton elephant platform. The Slayer can fling around these massive steel cubes, which each measure to over 400 tons.
He can take down Titans with his bare hands, so it adds up. If this came down to a fistfight, he'd just punch Chief's head off.
He
That's
would,
maybe
honestly.
the Doom Slayer, but Master Chief has one trick the Slayer can't.
The AI.
His AI.
Yeah, Vega may be God repackaged as Siri, but Cortana is clearly the more dangerous computer
Yes.
pal.
Cortana was designed for combat encounters and battle planning. Vega oversaw a mining facility. Granted, Vega's nothing to laugh at, but Cortana's kind of famous for hacking ancient all-knowing
Yes.
technology on multiple occasions. And even if you want to argue Chief should have the weapon instead, she's still a copy of Cortana.
And when it comes to experience, Chief likely has more consistent training. Becoming a super soldier and one-man army is basically all he did since he was a child.
The Slayer may seem like a rampaging bull consumed by rage, and he is,
But
he was
he has
also
more
a
experience.
Marine and trained with the Night Sentinels.
And since time in hell gets wacky, he fought demons non-stop for thousands
Exactly.
of years.
Given the sheer
Exactly.
variety of enemies, battles,
You
and
can't
wars
compare the
Master Chief has
experience.
experienced, it's a tough call, but we think fighting demons for so long tips the scale to the Slayer.
Not that it matters much, because we're on to the last and best category, Arsenal.
No, even the
From
Arsenal.
weapons to power-ups, both Chief and the Slayer had a ton of stuff they could bring into the battle.
Both had means to turn invisible or shield themselves from damage. Both had suits that could withstand extreme heat and intense hits. And both had so many weapons.
Technically, Master
Oh,
Chief had
nice.
a greater variety of weaponry, but when it comes to sheer destructive power, the Slayer
Yes,
had him beat.
I gotta
the
agree.
Unmaker can match the Spartan laser's light speed without having to worry about charging up, and nothing on Chief's belt can match the raw power of the BFG.
For real.
Master Chief did use a hardlight shield to survive a point-blank 30 megaton bomb. However, Cortana was siphoning power from the Forerunner ship they were on to make that shield, so it was a very specific circumstance not easily replicated. And it's clear that without the shield, he would have been obliterated.
Even if he could replicate it, Doomguy had the weaponry to break through. Take the Crucible.
Exactly.
Remember,
The Crucible by
Crucible
itself.
holds power equivalent to 157 trillion kilowatt hours, which directly converts to 90 gigatons of TNT. Even if you divided that power between the Crucible's 3 charges, a single swing from that sword is, at minimum, 1,000 times more powerful than that nuke. The Slayer gets the final nail in Arsenal, as he just had the better odds of actually taking the Chief down.
As much as Chief tried to master the situation, he was doomed. Slay King.
The winner
Damn,
is
he
the
messed him
Doom
up.
Slayer.
Amen. Next time on
Oh, who's coming up
DeathBattle.
next? Oh,
Subscribe and join as a
Gurren
member
Lagann
to
versus
see
White
more
Lantern.
Death Battle.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for watching.
haven't seen Gurren Lagann. I know, shame on me, but just being honest, I haven't seen it. I gotta be biased for what I know. With here, logically, I was understanding Harikara. Here, let me just get off real quick. Okay, so that was Doomslayer versus Master Chief. Whew, that was a hell of a battle. And the next battle coming in will be Gurren Lagann. If I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize. I suck at reading sometimes. Versus the White Lantern or Green Lantern. It says White Lantern, but so I'm gonna go with that. I know the anime, you know, Gurren Lagann is very famous. I haven't seen it. Shame on me. I understand. I'm just being honest. I don't like to lie. I heard about it. I'm familiar with it somewhat, but I gotta be biased with what I know. Even with this fight itself, it was very apparent that Doomslayer was going to win this fight 10 out of 10. I'm like, the more I'm seeing, and even before the stats were even brought on, like the fact that this guy was battling demons compared to, you know, just You know, of course, not regular, but aliens. Aliens, you know, demons, aliens. I mean, unless the aliens are some sort of cosmic entity with weird powers, demons are a lot more dangerous in my opinion, but I digress. But because I grew up playing Halo, I had to support my boy. It sucks he didn't win, but I was kind of expecting it. But either way, that was a great battle. I really enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next one. And yeah, I hope you all liked it too. And y'all engage in the comment section. Let me know who you thought was going to win. And if you agree or disagree, I'd like to hear your opinion. But either way, this be your boy Brown Baldy. Thank you so much for joining me. And y'all have a good rest of your day.